Alright, so here we're going to take a look at how to properly fillet a halibut. First thing you want to do is make sure you get the guts out of the fish before you start filleting it out, as you see here. Once you get the guts out, you're going to want to spray off the outside, get the fish clean, remove the slime so it doesn't slide around the cutting block. And then as you're cleaning it up, make sure your knife is sharp, and as you're going to start cutting, you start cutting right behind the gill plate, right off the back of the head here. Take it right down to the center spine and work your knife. You notice using just the tip of your knife to get it started, and then working with a little bit more of the blade down the back. The whole time you're riding the knife against the spine bones, and keeping it as close to the bone as you can, with leaving obviously most of the meat on the fillet. Once you get to the center here, you'll notice that there's a little ridge in the center spine. You'll see how he lifts his knife up to use the tip of it, and then slide it down and pull it right down again onto the to the rib cage. Once you get that going, you're going to go ahead and flip it over, and remove any of the other guts if there's anything left in there. Flip it over and start again at the gill plate, and then start running your knife down the spine bone, and keeping it as on the spine bone all the way. When you're done filleting the fish, you should be able to pretty much see right through the bones. It should be completely, almost transparent. And you'll notice as we finish up here, the rib cage will be held up and it's almost transparent. As you notice there, rib cage is pretty much see-through. Okay, now that you've got the fillets off the bone, you're going to start trimming it up. So what you see here is he's just trimming up, pretty much the top fin there and the side fin, and you'll see the seam as you're cutting it off, and you just want to leave as much, you don't want to destroy the fillet, but you can see the where the fillet ends and the fin muscles, or cartilage, if you will, starts. So you can see how he runs his finger across it, and here he's running it down to remove a bone off that was on the collar, and then just straight down the belly there. So there you go. That's how you fillet out a halibut. Now we're going to go ahead and skin these. So once again, you got to start with a sharp knife, very sharp. Run it on the steel a few times. Start at the tail, make a small little cut there, and then just run the knife at about a 20-degree angle at the most, in between, right on the skin there, and force the knife through it, up against the skin. Always cutting towards the skin. You never want to cut towards the fillet, because if your knife slips, it'll cut into the fillet. This way, with cutting down onto the skin, your risk is minimized with cutting through the fillet and damaging the fish and ruining your yield. See how he teeters it back and forth? It gives you a nice clean skin.